Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Jets coming in at 6-1, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 5-1.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. David, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Throwing on 1st down. David. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be... Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Again, it's Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They find some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 78 yards. First and goal here from the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. His way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, near the 42. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Back to throw. David under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run here with Mixon. Mixon hit, and oh, the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he is knocked down from the side at the 16. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jets have recovered. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Eifert, the man in motion. The toss play to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a second and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Man, These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw here. Finding room inside the 40. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Let's go. 3-19. Gun. All right, back down to that Philly. Here we go. Over. Gun. Watch it now, Marty. Over.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, when you've got a running back who's already gone over 100 yards for the game, you can bet he'll be involved on 4th and short. He's been tough for this defense to handle all game long, and he converts here to keep the drive moving.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run the counter now on first down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Here's Murray for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, David looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. David. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down following the run.
Watching that, Barney. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down, David. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Detroit! Leopard!
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And he'll bang that one through. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So out now come the Jets. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
All right, here we go. Green,
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a two-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Back to throw. David, flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for